Hello! In this video I just want to do a quick demo of the robot that I've built. It's based on Raspberry Pi and a lot of other cheap devices. So let's begin connecting the power so we can initialize the robot and do the correct boot. So the robot is powered with a battery pack. Mainly there are two battery packs. This battery pack is the battery pack for the Raspberry Pi, so it's a very little battery pack that has an autonomy of half an hour. On the back we have another battery pack that is used to drive, to power the motors of the wheels, for the wheels of the robot. This is the speaker, that is a USB speaker that you can charge with a USB cable. This is the motor driver. It's a 4-channel motor driver. It's really cheap, but it works good with this kind of chassis. It's really good. And this is the joypad receiver. It's a Bluetooth receiver for the Xbox joypad. And obviously this one is the Raspberry Pi. It's the brain, the brain of the robot. And let's see also in the front part the pan tilt camera. It's a Raspberry Pi camera with the pan tilt mount. And yes, for the autonomous navigation I've mounted also a sonar sensor that is used to measure the distance in front of the robot and to do some very simple autonomous navigation. So the robot is now initializing.
Initialization completed.
Yes, the robot is also speaking and can also recognize your voice. It's really a nice feature for every robot, and I wanted to try also this one. But I will show you more details about this kind of feature after in the demo. So now let's see some features of the robot. So mainly one interesting feature is the remote controlling of the robot, but yeah, it's just a toy. In fact, if you use like that. So I'm using this remote controller. Let's see now the pan tilt camera that you can control with this analog controller. This is done with 2 servo motors, very cheap also these ones. Let's see also yes, I have light controlling just for fun. Can control lights from the controller. What else? So yes, the robot can speak. So let's hear the robot speaking. I have this button for random phrases, sentences.
How are you? I'm so tired.
So it's really nice when you listen to the robot speaking, but also it can recognize your voice. So using this button I can tell to the robot to enable the voice recognition. So let's try it. Change the language to English.
Language set to English.
Change the language to Italian.
chiamata italiano.
We implemented the voice recognition using WIT.ai, that is a service provided by Facebook. In fact, is a startup that Facebook has taken some months ago. Anyway, it's an online voice recognition, but it's really cool. You can try it on the website. It's connected to GitHub, and you can easily test it. It's really interesting. So for the moment, I've the robot, the recognition is only in Italian, because I've worked a lot in Italian, but you can easily train your robot to learn other languages. For the text to speech is not a problem, because I'm using Pico text that can handle the main languages, but to recognize you have to set up a bit the API in order to recognize your phrases, your sentences. So I can show you a quick voice recognition in Italian. Come si chiama mia figlia?
Il suo nome? Ilaria.
Come si chiama mia moglie?
Il suo nome? Michela.
As you can see, I have to scream a bit, because the microphone is very tiny, is this one, and the quality in fact is not so excellent, so I have to pump up the volume in order to allow a decent recognition. Anyway, it's an experiment, so it's good. Now let's try the obstacle avoidance, the autonomous navigation, that is quite simple. It's not really complex, but just to show you how the sonar is working to avoid obstacles. So let's press start button. In this way the robot begins to be autonomous. So if I put my feet in front of it, what is important to know is that I'm using also this device, that is a magnetometer. Is useful to know the orientation of the robot. I'm not using so much in my algorithm, so the algorithm is quite easy. I'm just taking a random angle, random bearing to choose the direction of the robot, but as you can imagine, you can use it in a smarter way to allow autonomous navigation. Another nice feature that I want to show you is the face tracking, face detection. So the robot is now following my face. So if I move the face to the right, the robot moves. If I go up, if I go down, just to conclude this quick demo, I want to tell you that it's really impressive that with less than 2,000 euros you can build this kind of robot with a lot of sensors, a lot of devices, and yes, I didn't spend so much in improving the algorithms. It was just a personal test to try these devices, but I think if you want you can enhance a lot my experiments, so don't hesitate to fork my repo on GitHub and contribute to it. And if you want, if you need help, don't hesitate to contact me. I'm really available. So see you next time and happy Raspberry Pi coding.